Welcome back to Tiger Claw TV. Now, I've noticed, strangely enough, that my collection videos have gotten a lot of hits. So, I want to go ahead and do a collection video for my Game Boy games and various portable games, which is something I've been putting off. I wanted to get a few more things before I did it. But since these videos are so popular, I'm going to go ahead and do it now. Let's go ahead and get hardware out of the way first. Now, I have, this is the Game Boy Pocket. Original Game Boy games, and I got, of course, you can't beat the original 4-battery brick Game Boy. I also have an NES nostalgic Game Boy Advance SP, which is great. I have, this isn't Game Boy, but of course I got a DS. So let's go ahead and get to some games. Let's do some. My latest pickups were these old. Old Game Boy games here. I got the Game Boy port of Tetris Attack. Love Tetris Attack. Game Boy port's not bad. Original Tetris, gotta have one of those. I want to get one more of those so I can link systems together. And Dr. Mario. So those are like the 3 cornerstone puzzle games. Turn and Burn, which is a direct port of Top Gun, but they didn't call it Top Gun. But it's essentially the same game. Marble Madness, one of my favorites. Elevator Action, which is probably my favorite elevator action port. Don't know how to pronounce that. Yankee Alien, maybe? Pretty cool game, I guess. Case there. Castlevania Adventure, which is one of only 2 Castlevania games I have. I have this and Dracula X for the Super Nintendo. Tamagotchi, which is hardcore FPS action. Not really. Zelda Oracle of Seasons. Don't have Ages. I want to get myself a copy of Ages. Zelda DX. I actually have 2 copies of Zelda DX. Pac-Man. Ghosts and Goblins. There's my other Zelda DX. Very good. I hear you. Bo Jackson's 2 in 1, which I actually like. I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there. I actually like that game, specifically the baseball mode. This is actually a flash cart. As you can see, it has a USB port there for the original Game Boy. And it has the little sound DJ tag on it because that's what I bought it for. That's the reason I actually bought this original Game Boy, because it has a compatibility issue. It does not work on the Game Boy Pocket. It won't boot up. So before I got this, I could only play it on the Game Boy SP. I didn't like that because it kind of sticks out awkwardly on the back. So let's go ahead and fire it up and I can show it to you here. This is the one tune that I've made on Little Sound DJ. Yeah, less than impressive, I know, but it was worth $40. One thing you should know about these things, it can hold multiple games, and you can pick from a menu to choose your game, but the thing is, it can only hold 1 save file from a game. Anyway, if you save in more than 1 game, then your old saves will be bumped, which I learned the hard way. So that's my flash cart. Let's go ahead and get to Game Boy Advance games. I have Pokemon Sapphire, which I actually have complete in box, but the box is over there. I bought Soul Silver, and while I was waiting for it to show up, I played that a lot. And we got Pinball of the Dead, which I enjoy. I really like pinball. Eye of the Beholder, Dungeons & Dragons, Mario Kart Super Circuit, which I actually found on the street, true story. Namco Museum, Metal Slug Advance. Thanks, Angie. I got Super Ghouls and Ghosts, Final Fantasy Tactics, which I paid an ultra reasonable price of $35 for, I'm pretty sure. Crash Bandicoot, The Big Adventure. Zelda Link to the Past, excuse me. Pretty good game. Another disappointment is Spy Hunter and Super Sprint. I love both of these games, But these are ports of the arcade versions, and both games in the arcade used a steering wheel, so they both ported really poorly with a D-pad. And I got Fire Emblem. So that's my collection of Game Boy games, Game Boy Advance and Game Boy SP games. My DS collection is really scarce. I only have a couple of DS games, so we'll just shoot through that quick. Got a copy of Pokemon Soul Silver, and of course once this showed up, everything else has stopped, and I've just been sinking a lot of time in that. Namco Museum DS, which is pretty cool. Nano Stray, which I haven't played yet. Scribblenauts. New Super Mario Brothers. And the Dark Spire. That's it for my DS collection. Thanks for watching. I know this is a really hack job video. I don't really have a whole lot of time to spend on it right now because I have final exams coming next week and a bunch of other stuff going on. As you can hear, I have a baby in the background. So, why don't we go ahead and call that it? Thanks for watching. I'm Critical Failure for Tiger Claw TV, signing off.